พุทธา wish to thank Dr. Chakriya, the teacher and students of Thammacharini Vitya School who have come to celebrate with us today with the performance of Thai classical music and the Thai classical dance. The Thai classical dance is to invoke the Lord Buddha and deities in heaven to come and showering the blessing of peace, harmony, prosperity to everyone on earth, and everyone will be protected. Thank you very much. We really enjoy the performance. ขอบคุณค่ะ I'm the Rajapark of Thailand, Vedic Siam. Rajapark is an international administrator for the ladies wing of the global country of world peace. We are honored to welcome His Majesty Maharaj Adilraj Rajaram, first ruler of the global country of world peace. Our distinguished faculty, parents, and honored guests to our second graduation of the Bachelor Degree in the Science of Creative Intelligence for Management at Rajapark Institute. Today, we are honoring our graduating class who have successfully completed the requirements of their bachelor degree while also participating fully for 4 years in the multi-device program. Here at our magnificent Vastu campus of Rajapark Institute in Thailand, we are celebrating them today for their one-pointed focus on both the academic curriculum and their inner experience of pure consciousness. They have naturally cultivated the ability to draw from their own infinite potential so that any undertaking is supported by all the laws of nature, enabling them to fulfill their own desires and also contribute to the needs of society with confidence, skill, expanded vision, and dedication. We congratulate them for their outstanding achievement. Now, I would like to invite His Majesty Maharaj Adilraj Rajaram to bless our graduates. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. It's a great joy to see young people graduating in the field of the science of creative intelligence and its application to make the world a better place for everyone. The skills that they have acquired in knowledge and personal experience are very important for the future of leadership and enlightenment of leadership and all activities in the fields of management of society, management of life, management of business, management of nations, because that is the source of all management. They have, in their experience, grown to know that the self, the unbounded pure being, is the infinite organizing power, the manager of all activities in the universe. And being established in that field and knowing the process of manifestation from one unbounded pure level, an ocean of consciousness, into infinite diversity, they have the skills and the knowledge to organize and guide society for a heavenly life on earth. That is very precious. Congratulations and gratitude to all the organizers, all who have made this happen. We are proud of your activities, of your teaching, and congratulate and feel proud of the new graduates, wishing them long, long life in fulfillment and full success for their own growth, for their own perfection, for their own happiness and bliss and enlightenment, and through them for the happiness, peace, and enlightenment of society everywhere they go, spreading the light of life around them. All glory to the tradition of masters that have given us this knowledge of perfection of life, Gurudev and Marshi and the entire holy tradition. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you very much, Maharaj Adhiraj Rajaram, for your divine blessing to our graduates. Now, I'm very happy to read out the message from Dr. Bevan Morris, the Prime Minister of the global country of world peace. Dearest revered members of Asian Mother Divine, I send all my love and best wishes to the enlightened faculty and to our dear graduate graduating today. You are so precious in the world family, and our hearts burst with joy thinking of you and what you are and will give to the world. Truly, the divine graduates in our world, standing in the light of supreme knowledge of our Vedic tradition, as bestows on us all by His Holiness Mahasi Mahesh Yogi. I'm so glad also that Maharaja Adhiraj Rajaram, first ruler of the global country of world peace, is blessing you all today on your great day. Raja Vikram blissfully reported to Maharaja Adhiraj Rajaram and Global Council on Sunday about this great event, and Maharaja Ji and everyone were thrilled. Florence, Sudha, Delhi, Isarapon, Sula, we admire you so much and can only wish to see the moment when you receive your diplomas and golden pin and garland from Mother Divine. This is the result of your great dedication and devotion and purity of life. May you bless your nations and the whole human race 1,000,000 times over. Ocean of love from us all. Jai Gurudev. Dr. Bevan Morris, Prime Minister. Now, we are honored and delighted to welcome Dr. Susie Dilbeck to give the commencement address. Dr. Dilbeck worked under Mahashi's guidance on consciousness-based education for over 35 years. She is president of the International Foundation of Consciousness-Based Education, founded in 2005 to develop curricula, courses, and faculty training for consciousness-based education institutions. She is International Professor of Education and trustee of Mahasi International University, and is former Dean of the Graduate School and International Vice President. She has written over 50 publications on consciousness-based education and created many video courses and seminars. She has taught at all levels of education, from elementary school to university postgraduate levels, and received several teaching awards. These are just a few of Dr. Dilbeck's accomplishments. In 2019, Dr. Dilbeck received the Mahasi Medal of Enlightened Leadership from the global country of world peace for her devoted service to Maharshi's worldwide goals. Now, let us welcome Dr. Susie Dilbert.
Jai Gurudev. I'm honored to be speaking to a group of graduates in the presence of Maharaja Adhiraj Rajaram, who from Dr. Rajajeshri Custer's inspiring description are dedicated to gaining and applying the highest knowledge for the benefit of humankind. What a wonderful achievement, which Raja Vikram, Dr. Varaporn, and all your great teachers have helped you attain. The word commencement is interesting. Commencement means beginning. So you have just completed your degree, and this ceremony of celebration is called beginning. This must refer to beginning a new chapter in your life, activity that makes use of your years of higher education. Now, how can you be assured, how can any of us be assured that we will be successful in what we choose to do? That leads us to the theme of my presentation to you. At the end of an advanced training course, Maharshi asked the group of leaders to write down what they felt was the most important personal quality for success in life. The most important personal quality for success in life. And they wrote down various qualities: creativity, persistence, clear vision. Maharshi then responded that the most important quality for success in life is support of nature. Support of nature, which basically means, as Maharshi explained, having the right thought at the right time. And this requires that we are highly attuned to the laws of nature governing our personal evolutionary progress. And not only intellectual analysis is involved in having the right thought at the right time, but all levels of our personality need to support each other. What we analyze is right for us intellectually must also be supported by what we see, what we feel, our abilities are, our ego, and our environment. And this level of integration and attunement to who we are and what is good for us depends directly on the purity of our consciousness. Fortunately, every time we sit to meditate, we are creating a new and more expanded self. A saying in the Vedic literature expresses it: Navo Navo Bhavati Jayamanaha. In the process of transformation, it is the totality that is born again and again. Every day is a commencement for each of you fortunate to be in the highway to higher consciousness, bringing you increasing support of nature for your expanding success in life. Another quote from the Vedic literature, Maharshi translates: the success of great individuals comes from their purity of consciousness and not from their intellectually conceived and organized means of action. And Maharshi has abundantly described the indicators of rising consciousness, and I'll mention a few. On the level of the senses, I'll do senses, mind, intellect, feelings, ego. I'll just say a little about each one. On the level of sense perception, as our consciousness develops, we see, we hear, we touch, we smell, we taste, with increasing bliss and more appreciation. We are attracted to more life-supporting, nourishing sensory experiences, naturally not dwelling on objects that are not life-supporting and nourishing to our senses. This is because as we experience pure consciousness, stress is dissolved, and the fundamental nature of our awareness, bliss, is becoming more dominant. Here is Maharshi's descriptions of the development of the senses as we rise to higher states of consciousness. He said, I love this. There is the art of seeing, in which you see behind the surface expressions, the art of hearing, in which you hear behind the words being spoken, and the art of touching, in which you feel behind the touch, you feel behind the sight, you sense something deep is there. No matter what you are hearing, you hear the divine level of what you are hearing. You hear the divine through the ears. No matter what you hear, you will only hear that which nourishes the ears and the mind and the intellect and ego. This means that you will only hear what is nourishing to life. Close quote. Maharishi quoted Gurudev describing the connection between consciousness and the functioning of the senses in highest consciousness. No matter what you look at, you see the glory of the self. Maharishi wrote, Gurudev said, Pasha, 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 see, see, and know. You see and you know yourself. That is what you have seen. This is how to see. It is self-sustained. So that's the senses. And now about the quality of our thinking as we rise to higher consciousness. Maharishi described that as our thinking becomes more free from stress and more unbounded in our awareness through transcendental meditation, our past experiences are less dominant as we go through life. We are increasingly wide awake and creatively intelligent in the moment, making use of, but not bound by, our past experiences. And as a result, our decisions, our thinking is increasingly useful, progressive, and satisfying. The possibilities for the current situation, that's what dominates our awareness, rather than the past. As Maharishi said, we depend less and less on memory to know what is right to do. I remember when Maharishi was in Salisbury, a young man came roaring up on a motorcycle, dressed in black leather, with long hair and a big voice, and wanted to see Maharishi. The rest of the people were not knowing if Maharishi would see him. But Maharishi, hearing that this unknown person with unusual appearance had arrived, said immediately that he wanted to see him, because of course, putting his attention on him, he knew him. That young man developed into one of the outstanding research scientists on transcendental meditation, teaching at Maharishi International University with a great brain and perfect manners. So just by easily putting his fully wakeful attention on that person, Maharishi knew what to do for greatest progress of the person and for Maharishi's organization. That is senses and mind. And let's consider the signs of rising consciousness on the level of the intellect. You may have noticed that your ability to analyze and synthesize productively is leading to quicker progress and greater mastery of many things you do in your daily life or in bigger projects you undertake. This is related to the experience of transcendental consciousness as the field of our full analyzing, synthesizing power. And this development is documented by scientific research, showing increased coherence of brain functioning, increased intelligence, broader comprehension, sharper focus, increased problem-solving ability. And something else wonderful happens as the intellect as pure consciousness dominates our awareness more and more. Our intellect becomes more and more subtle, more anchored to a deeper reality. In Maharishi's words, the intellect becomes anchored to being as higher consciousness develops. Our awareness goes deeper than the intellect, just naturally, because the intellect means we are choosing between two. We are analyzing and discriminating and choosing between two. But at the deepest level of reality, unity dominates. One is aware of the underlying unity of any choices. And this is the beauty of the field of pure consciousness, Maharishi explains, which has all values of silence and all values of dynamism. Then the discriminating intellect is most acute when the intellect can distinguish between any two objects, any two ideas, any two people or phenomena within one blissful value of unified awareness. Then the intellect is truly unified with the self, functioning with its maximum potential. So we have considered the progression to higher consciousness, senses, mind, and intellect. Let's consider the level of feelings. As we know, Feelings are a more powerful motivator for action than our thoughts or analysis intellectually. So one indicator excuse me, of rising consciousness is that all three of these, our feelings, thoughts, and intellect, completely support each other in the direction that upholds our progress. Our feelings, in their natural state, when they are free from the influence of stress, are love and bliss and happiness. We wake up happier, we are more easily delighted, more easily pleased, we feel more blissful inside when we talk to people, and we naturally see the good in them. We naturally focus on their strengths, not their weaknesses. And how wonderful that our feelings of appreciation for others bring out their strengths. Maharshi has said so many times that the purpose of life is the expansion of happiness. You have all heard this. The purpose of life is expansion of happiness. And he wrote that as inner happiness expands, the increasing experience of bliss fills the heart and brings lasting contentment. This is Maharshi quote, which leaves no room for any negative emotion. The love that used to be for a few people becomes universal and naturally spills over onto others in the form of giving. And the environment responds to us as we give out to the environment. Our happiness and bliss is reflected back to us from the environment. When Maharshi was just beginning to teach transcendental meditation around the world, he wrote a pamphlet about adopting the teaching he received from Gurudev. And he wrote, "Come on, I invite you to get into the blissful realm. You will be adorned with lasting peace and real happiness in your day-to-day life." So finally, we considered senses, mind, intellect, feelings in this short sojourn into the practical results of rising consciousness that you are experiencing. Let's finally consider the ego. Maharshi defines the ego as the experiencer, the I who is experiencing. It is a sense of oneself that is always with us, that continues when we look at our baby pictures, our school pictures, adult pictures, even though all our cells, bones, muscles, perceptions, thoughts, intellects, feelings have changed. That's me. The experience of I continues throughout our life. But our sense of I and mine expands as we continue to experience the unbounded basis of ourself. We identify less with the smaller boundaries of me and mine. I did that, that belongs to me, and more with our fully expanded self. Maharshi described the changing experience of the ego as we develop higher consciousness. When the mind becomes infused with its unbounded transcendental nature, the individual acts in the world free from the narrowness of individuality, free from short-sightedness of attachment to what one does. This experience of our total unbounded potential, it frees the lower self, the ego, of its individuality bound by time, space, and causation, and sets it free in the state of universal existence. All our actions are then free from mistakes. They are always evolutionary. And this is still Maharshi. Although our individual ego continues to function, our action is cosmic intelligence working through us. However, as Maharshi points out, this doesn't diminish the value of the things that we see and hear and learn and feel. It is just that now one's being shines forth through all the experience as separate from that field of constant change. Through the light of being, the flower, the music, the knowledge, our relationships are appreciated infinitely more, which brings about the integration of all relative life with the non-changing cosmic reality. We live in a life of unlimited freedom in an ever-changing world. Close quote. So I'll conclude with a quotation from an introductory talk given by Maharshi in 1960 in Edinburgh, Scotland, during his first world tour. You attain a status in life whereby through every thought of yours, through every word you speak, and through every action of yours, the whole creation is helped without your trying to help. This meditation establishes us on that status, whereby we become the embodiment of all harmony. From us emanates the vibrations of peace and harmony, and without our knowledge, we are helping the whole universe. Close quote. So, dear graduates, wonderful graduates, dedicated to full realization of the self, you have a great destiny for success in daily life and complete support of nature. My warmest loving congratulations from me and from Raja Dr. Michael Dove. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you very much, Dr. Susie Dubak, for your beautiful blessings to our graduates. Now we are very happy to introduce the students to give their expression.
Distinguished guests, administrators, our achants, faculty, families, friends, and our most cherished Mother Divine, both those who are here and those who couldn't be with us but are connected digitally. It is my greatest pleasure to be here with you all as one of this year's graduates. My name is Florence Ejay, who came from Ghana to join the 2016 batch of the BA degree in Science of Creative Intelligence. I feel the best of emotions whenever I think we made it. But the more I think about it, I come to the conclusion that transcending is what we do. From the very beginning of these years, we have transcended the limits of the thick and the thin to today's victory. We transcended the boundaries that cultural and language challenges presented to us. We went beyond the walls of mental and psychological adjustments. We accepted each other as we are. We complained and laughed about our weaknesses together. We built upon our strengths arm in arm, bringing more and more of the bigger self into our daily life. Now that I look back, I can see we have grown in many aspects. Congratulations. Today, we have accomplished one of the major milestones in our life. What benefits we can take with us from this journey are most important today, which marks the end of the journey. Such benefits are different and personal to all of us, but the one treasure we have in common is knowledge, total knowledge, complete knowledge, which means we have found fulfillment. We know that the field of pure knowledge is the basis of our thoughts, then comes our actions, achievements, and fulfillment. So we have a firm foundation to find fulfillment even after we step out there. This is the end of one phase, but we are not stopping here. This graduation has shown us how beautiful the end of the tunnel looks. It has revealed to us how capable we are to push forward until we find fulfillment. We will carry the same energy with us because we are capable of accomplishing our goals once we put our mind to it. Through knowledge and experience, we have equipped ourselves with the strong tools to take on anything from here. So dear future, here we come. For this achievement, I would like to show my heartfelt gratitude to my parents, who first believed in me, encouraging me to embark this journey. They cannot see or hear how I am faring, like they normally would every day. But with hope and patience, they knew this day would come. On behalf of all the students, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to the faculty and our achants, who through their love and dedication inspired our receptivity. trained and groomed us with knowledge, and silently accepted our downsides. And I would like also to express our deepest gratitude to our very own Mother Divine, who held our hands through the most difficult times, nourished us, catered for our needs, gave us pep talks out of concern. With all that attention, not even for a moment did we feel alone, and we found our home with all of you. Also, our special thanks to all our donors who inspired us through their generosity. I thought I would also like to do something like this for someone, because the sincerity of our donors opened doors which gave us new dreams and aspirations. Our deepest appreciation to all the administrators, staff, and heads of Rajapark Institute. Because of your hard work, we had a smooth stay in Thailand. And to all my fellow students, thank you for being here and congratulations. In my native language, Ga, we say Ayeko.
Jai Gurudev. I am Sudabe from Iran. I am gratified to share my feelings with you on this auspicious day. I can express my educational experience of this BA program in one word: perfection. My education was a perfect pearl cultured within the Mother Divine program. It was a voyage in the ocean of consciousness. I started my expedition from myself. In my classes, I went through the quantum mechanical world of uncertainty, through the infinity of numbers. I looked into the intelligence lively in the soil and in the sap. I was astonished by the structural engineering of nature. I toured my physiology and listened to the pulsating intelligence streaming in its fibers. I transcended words and letters and shook hands with my inner artist. I investigated the Vedic scripts and floated in the ancient story of Ayodhya. Finally, this voyage ended. It ended perfectly. It ended in my own self. Conventionally, on the day of graduation, it is suggested to the graduates to take the next step and to move forward. But my vision of future is not just moving outside, not even staying inside, but to be at the junction point, immersed in the bright light of the lamp at the door. Because now I know that it is where both inside and outside are visible in their perfection. I appreciate my parents who raised me in the values that allow me to acknowledge this perfection. My dear peers with whom I went on this expedition, the faculty members, my teachers who held the torch of knowledge and lit my path, and all the dear contributors who supported this program. I offer my deepest feeling of gratitude to the great Vedic masters, to Gurudev and to Maharishi, who have given us such a perfect insight into life that we realize, in Maharishi words, the basic potential of life is huge, beyond any sensory perception, huge beyond any mind, huge beyond any intellect. The full potential of life is in the field of transcendental consciousness. The basic potential of life is in my own self. This is the core of my message to my dear classmates. This is what Maharishi has foreseen for us. Now we have a red carpet to go in any direction we want to go. We can achieve anything we desire. Even we can change the whole world to a better world, to a perfect world. Jai Gurudev.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I would like to congratulate all my classmates. My name is Tile from Bhutan, a very small Himalayan country with high ideals. When I left home for 4 years back, I wasn't sure what I would get in return. I was excited, but at the same time, a little scared of the new reality. I was prepared to learn, open up, and make new friends because Thailand was the first country outside Bhutan where I would be living alone, far away from my family. But the environment and the people of this place are so welcoming and helpful that I don't feel away from home. I did not yet practice transcendental meditation because there are no TM teachers in Bhutan yet. I learned TM the day after I arrived in Thailand. I'm happy to say that I made the right decision to come here to study. In these 4 years, I have come to know more about myself and have become more appreciative and loving towards others. In my classes, every subject I studied was more than just learning interesting objective knowledge because in each class we connected the knowledge back to our own self, the unified field of all the laws of nature. And I feel deep gratitude for the honor of receiving a degree from here. I have not only earned a degree but have also grown in my consciousness through the 4 years of daily research in consciousness as a member of Mother Divine program. It was the opportunity to learn transcendental meditation that first attracted me to come, and it is with that gift that I'm living to, to, to take the next step in my life, attending the TM Transcendental Training course and becoming the first TM teacher for Bhutan. And my parents and brother have been pillars of support, guidance, and love in my life, believing in me and helping to do the things that would allow me to unfold my full potential. And thank you. And thank you. And finally, thank you to all the faculty of how much you care about us and all your hard work on our behalf. And lastly, thank you to all the donors who supported me for these 4 years and made it possible for me to complete my degree. And once again, congratulations to all my classmates. Thank you.
ขอแสดงความยินดีกับทุกคน In English mean congratulations to everyone. My name is Israpon from Thailand. Today we are gathered here to celebrate our success. I feel very proud and grateful to say that I have grown a lot in gaining knowledge and experience of who I am. In these 4 years, I have known to be a new person. I came to know more about myself and to appreciate the diversity of people from other cultures and traditions. I feel more expanded in love and understanding, and greater appreciation of myself and those around me. Moreover, I have gained an in-depth knowledge both about the science of creative intelligence. One of the 16 principles of the science of creative intelligence is called the nature of life is to grow. A seed grows to a big tree. This principle applies to me. I'm just like one of seeds that came here needing some water, fertilizer, and sun for growing. And now from the little tree on that first day, she has blossomed and has enough fruits to share and is ready to distribute her fruits back to society as an inspiring teacher. I alone would not have been able to complete my BA program. I offer great thanks to all those who have been always nourishing, supporting, caring, loving, encouraging, and inspiring me throughout the years, including Rajeshwari Anapal, my parents, all my teachers and faculties, including Anchanjai and Anchaying, the principals of Thammacharini School in Thailand, and for all Mother Divine, for everything you have done for me. Thank you all my classmates for sharing, caring, helping me with helping with me throughout the years. Thank you to Rajapark Institute, including all staffs, for the most comfortable and best surrounding for study. And most importantly, thank you to all my donors for your generous support during the whole 4 years of my BA program. I do really appreciate it from deep of my heart. Lastly, I would like to congratulate to all my classmates who are graduating today with me and wish you all the best luck in your future life. Thank you for watering, fertilizing, and lighting this tree to become a tree with many fruits, now able to share with the people in Thailand. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being with us at this special occasion. My name is Inkso Sukhpatar. I am from Mongolia. Today, standing here with full of gratitude and appreciation, I would like to thank from bottom of my heart each faculty member and including guest faculty, my talented classmates, my generous sponsors, and my dear family for being there for me and supporting me in all possible ways for the last 4 years. And a special thanks to every member of our Mother Divine family, Rajeshwari Ma, Rajeshwari Ravan, Rajeshwari Anarpa, and dear Linda Ji. This program is the most desired, complete, and perfect education under the shelter of bliss radiating members of the Mother Divine, all my enlightened sisters. You accepted me as who I am and silently nurtured me in your cocoon. The unique greatness of each of you charmed me. Your love warmed my heart. Your appreciation strengthened me, and your resourcefulness admired me. Apart from washed by or absorbed in bliss, in my body and mind could take in, during my practice of transcendental meditation and the advanced DMCT program, my enlightened acharyas opened my eyes to greater possibilities and deeper truth of life. Every time when a thin layer of veil of ignorance lifted and a small realization struck me and woke me up, I silently noticed in myself growing faith in goodness of life. Thank you, all acharyas. The knowledge you gave me not only charged my mind, it also showed me that what to rely on and aspire for in life without drowning in the ever-changing situations and uncountable choices of the fast-moving world. Truly, the Mother Divine program, along with this Bachelor Degree program, like a cake with the most delicious frosting, feels like I couldn't help but want more. The program was refined, rejuvenated, cultured, educated, and transformed, and showed me who I truly can be. Thinking back on how much I have changed, I would like to thank deeply all the faculty members for being patient with my little unruly side and letting me grow and understand myself. Now, I promise I will be good and keep searching to find out what is behind the remaining layers of the veil of ignorance. And I hope one day I will be able to report my finding. Today, we are completing a management degree, yet it seems to me I have successfully completed some part of my lifetime homework. Therefore, with the renewed energy and strength, looking to my life radiating classmates, I would like to say, dear life, we are coming to you with giving heart, with a desire to be of service to you. Please accept us as who we are now and appreciate our willingness to contribute your blossoming every possible way. Then we will enjoy your glory together. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. It is my honor to award our 5 graduates for the successful completion of their Bachelor of Arts at Rajapark Institute. Now I will read out their diploma. The University Council, by virtue of the authority in it and on the recommendation of the faculty, has conferred the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the Science of Creative Intelligence for Management, each graduate's name, who has successfully completed the requirements with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto, given in Bangkok, Thailand on the 22nd of August 2020, signed by Chairman of the Institute Council, Professor Dr. Govind Bosayanon, and Rector Dr. Rajavikram Atithaya Jaran Rajapark. Now, the department head, Ajahn Angel Tiao, will present the diplomas and Maharishi University of Enlightenment commendations. Rajeshwari of Thailand will pin on each graduate with the Invincibility Gold Pin, and faculty member Dr. Sinteng Ng will garland each graduate. Now, I invite each graduate to come forward as I call your name to receive your diploma and Maharishi University of Enlightenment commendation and the Invincibility Pin. Miss Florence I.J. Miss Sudabe Aloyi. Miss Finley Choden. Miss Isriyaporn Pilachun. Inzo Supata. Now on the count of 3, please move your tassel from the right to the left. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, you are all now graduated. Next, it is my joy to invite President of Maharishi University of Enlightenment, who will charge to the graduates.
Dearest graduates, As president of Maharshi University of Enlightenment, the model for consciousness-based education for ladies worldwide, and as your fortunate teacher for the final few months of your BA program here in Thailand, with a full heart I address you today on this highly significant day in your lives, a milestone on your path to the goal of unfolding your full creative potential. The solid gold pin that you just received with the word invincibility engraved on it is symbolic of the integrated state of consciousness you have been developing here. Our founder, Maharshi Mahesh Yogi, said it should be worn always as a mark of distinction. It is a gift from our international transcendental meditation movement. Your graduation today is like the first full blossoming of a beautiful plant that has been lovingly tended, first by your family and teachers, and in the last 4 years by the Mother Divine, who have been both family and teachers for you. Daily, they have showered you with their nourishing love, guidance, and friendship, and provided an example of putting into practice the highest values of life and maintaining a one-pointed focus on enlightenment. There'll be many more blossomings in your lives, and Mother Divine will follow them with loving attention. Some of you will be going on to the Transcendental Meditation Teacher Training course, and then back to your countries and regions to bring this precious, useful knowledge of how to live a happy, progressive, problem-free life to your people. Others of you will remain here on the Mother Divine program longer, eager to unfold every petal of inner development as quickly as possible. It's been my honor to be one of your gardeners for a while, watching the ahas as you fathom subtler and subtler levels of understanding, and sharing in the loud and soft bursts of bliss that result from this expansion of awareness. We made these connections together, our minds functioning together from a common source, and together we shared the joy and fulfillment of your achievements. Thank you for that experience. Always remain functioning from that universal source of life, which you now know so well. We are proud of you for your persistence in overcoming your obstacles and limitations and fears. As we nudged you off the cliff like fledgling birds time and time again, knowing that you were ready for the next step, we feel fulfilled to see you now swimming confidently in the waters below. Keep curving back onto your own big self. Keep unfolding your full and highest potential. You can go farther. Be a shining light for the world and continue to make us proud of you. When you received your diploma from Rajapark Institute a few minutes ago, you also received a scroll commending you from Maharshi University of Enlightenment. And in closing, I would like to read that to you now. Maharshi University of Enlightenment commends, and then your name, for receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the Science of Creative Intelligence for Management from Rajapark Institute, Thailand. This degree is conferred upon those who are focused on achieving the goal of higher education, the unfoldment of higher states of consciousness, which culminates in the blossoming of enlightenment, realization of the cosmic potential of individual life. Aham Brahmasmi, I am totality. Through Maharshi Vedic education, consciousness-based education, the graduate has immersed herself in the study and direct experience of the 40 aspects of the Veda and Vedic literature, the constitution of the universe, the unified field of natural law, which creates and administers human physiology and the infinite diversity of the ever-expanding universe. This familiarity with the field of total natural law, which is her own self, Atma, bestows a natural ability to inspire the laws of nature to fulfill her every life-supporting intention. Her accomplishments begin to result from softest thinking rather than hard work. Knowing the ultimate reality of her own existence by being that reality brings the achievement of the supreme goal of Maharshi Vedic education. Awareness established in the self-referral field of total knowledge, on the ground of which one can know anything, do anything, and live fulfillment in every aspect of life. There's a Vedic expression, know that by knowing which everything can be known. Such a fully educated, invincible individual, living in the light of God, radiates perfection and 24-hour bliss, awakening the highest value of knowledge and action in the environment and nourishing the whole world. Signed by the President of Maharshi University of Enlightenment.
Thank you, Rajashri Ma'am, for your beautiful message to the students. Now I would like to invite our respected guests to send their congratulations to the students. Our first guest is Raja Vikram and Rani Varapon, the Raja and Mother of the Domain of Vedic Siam.
Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.
This BA program is very important for the success of our Asian Mother Divine. And Asian Mother Divines play an essential role for the success of Thailand and the world as follows. 1. We will soon have 700 siddhas at the Dhammacharini school. 2. The construction of the Tower of Invincibility and Rajapark International School, which have started. 3. For the Thai movement to follow Maharshi's instruction to support large groups of Vedic Bandits to perform Graha Shanti for Thailand, for some other important countries, and very importantly for the world. Such a powerful Asian Mother Divine, together with the BA program, play a very powerful, subtle, essential role from a very powerful silent level for these wonderful events to come up for Thailand. Congratulations and wish you all the success in your undertaking to create heaven on earth and big expansion for Asian Mother Divines. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.
Thank you, Raja Vikram and Rani Varapon. Now I would like to invite Dr. Tashi Zangmo, the founding executive director of Bhutan Nuns Foundation and the First Lady, to learn transcendental meditation in Bhutan.
So thank you so much for sharing with me this opportunity. And I really, this is an honor for me to be speaking for this commencement. Although I have never been, this is the first time I'm speaking for the commencement. And although I feel that they say that when the heart is full, words are less. So I don't know what to say, because when I first met Rajashri Meg, I don't remember what year what was it. Is it 2012 or 11? I don't remember. So I learned transcendental meditation, and it has really given me a deep understanding of myself, and also really wished at that time that there would be more opportunities who could learn in depth, not only learning on the surface level, but also in depth, So now to see somebody graduating from Bhutan, Chinle, I was able to send her to this Chanthaburi to do the science of creative intelligence. It's really heartwarming to see that when she left Bhutan, she was really worried. I was worried too that how she could make it, but then now to see that she has graduated. Today is the day of her 4 years of her college, and to see that she is even giving a speech, it's really heartwarming for me. And I'm really grateful for everyone, the teachers over there, the lecturers, and mostly I'm very grateful to Rajeshri Meg and Anapa, who had been really who had made it possible for her to be there and to achieve this far. And like the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi said, the purpose of life is the expansion of happiness. Now, I'm sure this is not the end of it. Chinle will, many of you, all of you who are graduating today, will expand, and you will spread all over the world the happiness and the in-depth knowledge that you have gained by being in at the university there. And I would like to congratulate. I don't want to take much time, but I would like to congratulate to all of you. I always say that whenever I speak to the students, I always say that when you dream sky high, you reach to the rooftop. Now you have reached to the rooftop, and you have way beyond to go further and to resonate the happiness and the knowledge you have gained to the world. Thank you so much for having me to be part of this. It's such a wonderful opportunity. I once again congratulate you and thank you for everyone on behalf of Tinley and her family, and also on behalf of Bhutan, that I'm so excited that at least there is somebody has from Bhutan graduated this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tashi, for your beautiful message. So now I would like to invite Maharaj Rajashwaris and Raj Rajashwaris of the Ladies Wing of the Global Country of World Peace to give their congratulations to the students.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone. Congratulations to all our graduates. And Mashi has given us turnkey operation through science of creative intelligence. And then now we are master in that, and we will turn the whole country to the enlightenment. And so much thanks to Asian Mother Divine. They have created very big sample for the whole world. All the countries should create like that, and they can be the leader for that, and all our graduates will help on that whole country to bring enlightenment. And thank you so much, and big congratulations for all the graduate and coming generation. Jai Gurudev. सर्व मंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमस्तुते. This is our secret of the nature, how nature works through science of creative intelligence. Now you are graduate and you can go on and create the enlightened countries. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. There's a beautiful saying that Maharshi often quoted. Kriya Siddhi Sattve Bhavati Mahatam No Pakarine. The meaning of this is the success of great women comes from their self-referral, unbounded field of intelligence, coherent consciousness, sattva, and basically not through the means of operation. Maharshi was fond of saying, the reality is means gather around sattvic intelligence. Natural law favors sattvic consciousness, and whatever is required comes. Maharshi had said that the point to note here is that in this field of unbounded consciousness, in unity consciousness, which is the simplest state of human consciousness, there is nothing else other than self-referral consciousness itself. So the achievement of managing the enormous, unbounded field of the universe from this level is solely dependent on this level of transcendental consciousness, because there is nothing else. There is no other means for absolute success in management. Today we were so inspired to hear everyone, all the leaders of Maharshi's beautiful movement, to hear the enlightened graduates. It was such a heartwarming, heart-moving inspiration to see the future of our world unfold before us. And I just want to thank you all, deep appreciation for speaking Maharshi's words, for living this wisdom of integration of life, and for giving a heavenly life to everyone on earth. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev, precious graduates, great congratulations on this wonderful day of your graduation, a graduation from an institution that is the seat of supreme education in our world, making available the world's most sublime and effective educational system. It's a system based on knowledge, as you know, total knowledge of the unified origin and content of the universe itself. And this, as you have learned, is unified field-based education, total knowledge-based education, or consciousness-based education, and in the Vedic language, Atma-based education, education based on the self, the inner unbounded field of the consciousness of everyone. And unified field-based education, or total knowledge-based education, or Atma-based education, it can be summarized in another two words, creative intelligence, which is the name of the institution from which you are graduating, the Department of the Science of Creative Intelligence for Management of Rajapark Institute. And it is this creative intelligence that initiates itself, displays itself, coordinates itself, sustains itself, and experiences itself as the entire universe. And that creative intelligence that is infinite in power and unbounded in magnitude, you have experienced, you have unfolded as your own transcendental consciousness within. And what you've discovered in your course of study during these precious years You've discovered just this. You've discovered a world made of yourself, a Vedic world, a world of pure knowledge, which is a self-sufficient, self-effulgent world of pure wakefulness. It's a complete world of knower, knowing, and known, which means it's a world of the total range of everything, from unmanifest, unperceivable level of consciousness to all manifestations as the universe. And you have been discovering this world of cosmic dimension, a world of absolute precision, perfect order, infinite creativity, and endless bliss. So studying both experientially and intellectually these qualities of intelligence and their dynamics as the fabric of your own transcendental consciousness, as your own field of perception, as your own physiology, and as the physiology of the universe, every aspect of this Vedic world of intelligence has become intimately personal to you. Everything has started to be experienced as your own self. And as yourself, as the inner controller of your own expressions, which is the universe itself, you have become the commanding authority over the full range of creation and its evolution. You are becoming truly Mother Divine. And from this most royal and capable platform of existence, all problems will find their solution in this field of intelligence that has created everything and therefore that can unmuddle anything and everything. Life will be lived in its fullest dignity on the ground of fullest intelligence. And this is truly life. And this is going to be your life, and the life that you will bestow through your very presence on all those around you. We again congratulate you who have become the living examples of this most precious knowledge on earth, and join you today, as every day, in giving thanks to the source of this supreme educational system, to Gurudev and to Maharishi. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. Deepest congratulations to our exceptional BA graduates, 5 wonderful individuals whose creative intelligence shines forth for all to see. It's been a huge pleasure for me personally to follow your progress from your very first days there at Rajapark Institute. For most of you, it was the first time out of your own very different countries and cultures. What you discovered during this time was the common source of all cultures and traditions, every academic discipline, and indeed of every person, all to be found in your own self as your own inner reality. Like your other faculty, I have truly marveled at the growth in each one of you, growth of profound knowledge, of course, and talents, very dazzling talents and accomplishments, but above all, the growth of confidence, self-confidence. You have really and truly come to know yourself and live your own basis in the self, in the universal level of life. And how do we know that for sure? I think particularly through one aspect of your study, your research into your own consciousness during the practice of TM and TN City program. And additionally, then you were writing down your inner daily experiences of this, and then validating that through comparison with ancient Vedic texts, ancient Vedic record, as well as comparison with modern scientific principles and research. You have been able to match the depth of your own inner experience with a depth of intellectual understanding regarding that experience. And it's been completely thrilling, enlightening for anyone like myself with whom you have shared your research and deep insights during class and special presentations. Yours is no ordinary BA degree. It's an education that doesn't just end now with graduation. The growth of knowledge, fulfillment, and the practical application of that deep knowingness that you have in daily life will nourish and shape all the achievements and success in the days to come. We love each unique one of you, and thank you for inspiring us and enriching our own lives during this time. We'll miss you for sure. We will be eagerly following your progress as you continue to blossom and enrich the lives of all around you, wherever you go. And the Rajajeshri for Mongolia, and one of the founding members of Maharishi's global movement, has sent a message of her own that she would like me to read to you. She says, I would like to send my heartfelt congratulations to all the graduates. I am so sorry that I'm not able to join you today. This is such a special and unique achievement for you all. On the most profound basis of knowledge and experience, from this level of consciousness that you have gained, each one of you can go forward with confidence in whatever direction you may choose. This is a new status in life for you all. Enjoy it to the utmost and make best possible use of it. It is by acting from this level of consciousness, by putting to good use the knowledge that you have gained, that you will truly, actively own and enliven this knowledge, this bliss in your lives and the lives of all around you. This is such a beautiful and joyful occasion. My warmest wishes and congratulations to each of you. You have so much to offer to the world, and always you will enjoy the blessings of our beloved Maharishi and Gurudev, to whom we offer our eternal gratitude. Go forward and enjoy. Jai Gurudev. And she extends her warmest congratulations for your future and for your achievements, and sends all love and Jai Gurudev.
Thank you, Maharaj Rajashwaris and Raj Rajashwaris, for sending your inspiring message to our students. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Theolin O's, the founding faculty of the Department of Science of Creative Intelligence at Rajapark Institute.
Dear graduates, today when we honor you and your achievements, I wanted to highlight something that I've witnessed during these 4 years working with you, documenting results of your researching consciousness. You have achieved something truly unique, something powerful, something most intimate, something that brings you the greatest clarity and happiness, and what you recognize as most valuable. That achievement is, of course, knowing your own inner self and the tremendous benefit that knowingness brings to your life. I believe this tender and profound development of consciousness can be explained simply in these words by Maharishi. The teacher is absolutely woven into this knowledge, and when the knowledge is in our awareness, it is the total teacher that is in our awareness. These are powerful words because the total teacher is, of course, the seer of this perfect knowledge, Maharishi. For 4 years, you have been immersed in this totality. You have been immersed in total natural law and its total organizing power. There's nothing greater than that. You have been both protected and propelled by total natural law and experienced true invincibility. And you have done very well, and we are very proud of you. Now, as you look ahead to the next steps in your life, you stand on this firm foundation, What you have experienced and accomplished here is etched in your heart, built into your brain functioning, and established in your consciousness. You can never lose what you have gained here, but from now on it will be in your hands to make your own good decisions, decisions in accord with natural law, decisions that will allow your enlightenment and the enlightenment of our world to unfold to its full value. Remember your time here always as a guiding light for those future decisions, and remember your inner self and the Maharshi technologies. If you can do that, you will accomplish great things. You will be very happy, and our world will be blessed. Congratulations to our great enlightened scholars. With all my love, Jai Gurudev.
Thank you, Dr. Teolin, for your beautiful message to the students. And thank you for all the respected guests for sending your touching message to our students. Now I'd like to take this time to express my deepest appreciation to all the faculties that have participated in this bachelor program. You played such an important role in today's accomplishment. We cherish that you care about the purity of knowledge, and equally, we cherish that you care about the well-being of the students. Your patience and loving heart towards the students nurture such a positive learning environment, which we really value. Thank you very much for spending so much time with us in Thailand, and we are looking forward to working with you again. And last but not least, thank you, Maharishi, our great guru, the founder of consciousness-based education, for blessing all of us with this pure knowledge. Thank you, Maharishi, for introducing this precious system of education to all of us. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. So this concludes our graduation ceremony. We want to thank Maharaj Adhiraj Rajaram, Maharaj Yasheshwari, all the Raj Yasheshwaris, Raja, for their blessing, and all our honored speakers and guests around the world for participating in our celebration and enlivening Maharishi's consciousness-based education through your attention today and always, radiating the light of pure knowledge to all people, bringing heaven on earth. And we wish all the graduates to be very successful in their life, both professional and personal life, and be the great leader to create peace, harmony, prosperity, and invincibility to your beloved country. Jai Gurudev.
Heaven on earth, that is